All right. So one of the things I looked out into today was Terraform. Decided to like explore Terraform. Try to look at changes that are coming down the pipeline in Terraform that can be very useful for our environment, right? Now, you can see right here, Terraform 15 is going to making some changes. At this point, it's unreleased. It's not been released as you can see from here, right? But these changes are coming down the pipeline. For example, the list function that we use is now being changed to list and to map. I don't think that's going to be a big deal for a lot of people. Just run like two. I'm very sure we are going to have something like command that can convert from list to list, blah blah blah. I think we should be good in that regard. And also, this doesn't apply to me. I'm not going to talk about it because it's window and I feel certain way about window. Now I'm just going to like talk about like certain um, things. For example, they also mentioned the fact that init before when you want to initialize, you can pass in a directory, right? But in this case, you can specify a directory where the init is going to run. You have to specify it through a command line option. Boom. All right. So and also these log timeout are going out and they're going to get depreciated. Yep. In 15, right? Because, well, from my perspective, I think Terraform is getting really, really opinionated, right? They don't really give you option to do certain things. It's getting really, really opinionated about a lot of things. This is like saying, oh, you don't need to be logging, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't be doing this. For example, also, plugin verification, they see they are now going to be verifying plugin. They don't even give you the option. And also get plugin. Terraform always try to get plugin, right? I don't know why some of these things are being initialized. I haven't looked a lot into the PR. I've checked a couple of them. I haven't looked, the story behind the PR. Force, Terraform, this makes sense, right? Auto approve. Now, Terraform version, right? This, right? Basically, we had a different protocol revision that is being removed. This shouldn't affect a lot of people. This is not a major change. Atlas expected, right? You know, I think it's no more called Atlas. It's now called Mongo Atlas or something, right? Backend. So yeah, let's take a look at the PR itself. Look at Opera. We are removing you, provider called Atlas Backend. Nobody cares about you anymore, so we are going to abandon you. So this is going. All right, gone, deleted, blah, 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 blah. It's gone. All right, this makes sense, right? And also GCS, backend provider change. We are dropping it. Make sure you use the prefix now. Yeah. Now, I really like this enhancement, right? Whereby, because I've run into a situation whereby, a model itself has, right? A model itself has a backend configuration to notify. So sending a warning message is going to be very important for a lot of people, right? These are just like certain CLI improvements, right? And also when you make mistake about command, I mean, these are the major changes. I find this one also, very interesting for those on Windows platform trying to run remote exec, right? So by passing a target platform as window, it tries to run your command using like the Windows interpreter. Right? These are just a bunch of like bug fix, blah blah blah. Right? It's not. I would say these options are not like set in stone right now. Um, they can change. You see, it's not released yet. They could change, but there's a pretty big chance that this is going into the release, right? So, now let's look at it. Let me look at the TF environment. TF environment list. Look at my environment, right? Which one am I using right now? TF environment use. Let me use this guy so that we can see. Right, before we use, TF init, TF init, you should see like, get login, all those options that is being dropped, log through, blah, blah, blah. right? But once you, let's go to 15. All right. So if you, so let's go ahead and say TF init, right? As you can see, those options like gone, gone. We don't need them. Those options are getting dropped, right? Basically, as you can see, so these changes are coming down the pipeline. For me, from my perspective, the major ones for me that is going to be, I don't really encounter this a lot, right? I really like this. I really like the config warning message. I have no feelings about this, to be honest. Now, this one also, this might be very useful. I don't think this, is going to bring a lot of like strain or change in a lot of people. Yeah, there's no major change for me. Maybe down the line, when I take a second look at it again, I might find something. But this is actually a very big thing for those running on Windows platform, right? This is a very big thing. Oh yeah, one other thing I found that I really love is not being able to separate a log from core and from provider, right? Right. This is, I think, is a beautiful, like a very beautiful one, right? I think. Come on, right? Again, this is a beautiful one. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start this. Is it been logged? No way. ID, why am I not allowed to start? All right, so basically, um, yeah. So these are the changes coming out down the pipeline. It shouldn't be a huge one, right? So, all right. I think that's all I have for today, and I will see you next time.